Okay, Ethan, we're here to
Yeah, we're sitting here.
discuss Mario Sunshine, the
Yeah.
formerly most polarizing game of Mario's history, and now it's.
I would agree.
I mean, I guess it's just pretty well liked at this point, and I don't
Yeah,
think anyone hates it anymore.
It went through some phases. Well, okay, we'll get to that. That's a good enough intro. Keep on. Well, let's just. Yeah, let's do it.
I don't know. I guess I played it when I was little. Like, I
Mhm.
assume most people who love it now played it when they were little.
Yeah, that's something that we
Yeah.
will talk about because
It's biased there.
there is definitely going to be bias from both of us because both of us played it as little ones, young ones.
I don't know. I think the game has held up vaguely well.
I think
Vaguely.
it is held up better than Mario 64.
After replaying Mario 64 recently, my bias went out the window, and I can agree with you that yes, it has held up better.
Yeah, I wonder if how different you
Mario
would have reacted
64.
to me saying that. We recently, somewhat recently, within like 2 months ago, raced Mario 64. Yeah.
We were racing.
It's okay. It was definitely a worse experience because we were racing.
Oh yeah.
But still, the flaws were
Very apparent.
very apparent. Yeah.
And everything like when you're a kid, you don't take in. I mean, your brain might, but you don't very obviously take in that it's a world.
Yeah.
Like in Sunshine, everything's very connected. The theming's great. Like you got the beach aesthetic and everything there.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
in Mario 64, it is Obstacle Course Land, the video game. That's it.
Which is fine for me personally.
I like Obstacle Courses, but there was sometimes like what was that Wet Dry World? Oh my god! It just feels like they plop down random assets and it doesn't feel like anything. Mario Sunshine was completely different from Mario 64 because that was back when Nintendo cared to experiment and they had like more creative people in charge, or they hadn't lost their touch like Miyamoto kind of has, where he's just like in charge, kind of oppressing everybody.
See, he's made his he's done fucking way more than anyone like is expected to.
He's
and,
the Walt Disney of video games.
Yeah,
and
he
that's not
doesn't want his
exactly a
legacy
great
tarnished
thing.
now. He's like, I've done my job. This is what Mario is. This is what I want Mario to be, and I don't want it to be anything else. And it's mine. Therefore, I have the final say, or at least a huge say, in so many things. So, yeah, but that's also a whole other fucking topic. Mario Sunshine.
But Mario Sunshine, like, it was super different, and I guess that is why a lot of people didn't like it. They fine-tuned the mechanics perfectly. Like, he feels so snappy in this game.
Yes,
like Mario.
yes. We will get to the mechanics,
It's delicious.
And I will go on and on and on about the mechanics. I promise you.
Yeah, you've played that game way more than I have.
I have played the game a lot. I've looked at speed runs and all the Alvo shenanigans. You know it. But yeah,
just played it.
We both played it as little children, so we will be biased with just how it is. We'll try to keep it out of it, but it's inevitably going to play a role. You know, our enjoyment is skewed by that forever. If you play something as a child, your enjoyment of that is forever skewed. There's nothing you can do about it. Like, it could be to a very small extent, and you can try to eliminate it as much as you can, but it's going to be there.
It's gonna be
just,
there. It'll somehow blind you to something.
It will, yeah.
But, I don't know, I guess the older I get, the less I have enjoyed most things I revisit. So I guess I have gotten pretty good at, like, the bias kind of melts away.
Yeah, for me, the older I am, like, the more I'm able to remember when I replay something. Like when I played Thousand Year Door, like, recently, I remember, like, I fucking know, like, the enemy placements in that game. Like, I memorized the tattle log in that game a long time ago, but, like, you could ask me which enemies are in what spots in, like, every single room, and I will probably be able to tell you. Like, every time I replay a game, I just remember more and more. So that kind of, I don't know if that actually makes it better or worse.
I have no real clue, but for me, usually when I revisit something, I pick it apart more, especially because I'm expecting it to be great, like in my memories, and then it usually isn't.
Yeah, I would actually say it's better because there's no surprise for me. There's no joy or wonder anymore. Okay, well there is joy and wonder, but there's no like pizzazz, you know? It's not my first time playing. There's nothing's gonna surprise me anymore. So I can take a better look at like what's actually there and what. Yeah. So it's probably more on the better side, but yeah.
So aside from fans at the time, I'm pretty sure their reactions weren't that great. Critics definitely weren't crazy about it. There was just that Nintendo thing where it's like, oh well, it's Nintendo, we gotta give it like a 7 or an 8. But they didn't really like it much. They were like, and the more honest critics were like, this camera sucks, and I didn't really have that much fun. And I don't know, maybe it was that it was just so drastically different, and that Mario 64 was pretty amazing, and it is still pretty amazing. It's just it hasn't held up as well.
I think that you can actually draw parallels between Mario Sunshine versus Mario 64 and Wind Waker versus Ocarina of Time. It's a different story because Wind Waker's criticism was basically entirely unfounded, and it was basically all on the art style and the aesthetic. Whereas, you know, Mario Sunshine was a similar thing. People were like, I want Mario 64 too. However, a lot of the criticisms for the game were actually legitimate and still stand up today. So, you know.
Yeah, and
we'll talk about it. What we're here to do.
And like Wind Waker, but there were also critics just like today, where like Wind Waker did have some problems. Like it was way easier than Ocarina, and Ocarina was already a pretty easy game.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
Like it might seem like to some people who like those games, I love Wind Waker, but like to people that want to just automatically defend without actually hearing what's being criticized, they just think it's only aesthetic. But these games have problems, especially like I think Sunshine.
Not saying it's Wind Waker's flawless.
I feel like Sunshine is a worse game relative to its sequel than Wind Waker was to its.
Yes, I agree.
Predecessor. Predecessor.
Most anyone, at least, like there's a huge fucking Ocarina of Time fans who praise it as the best game of all time. But outside of those people, Wind Waker is generally deemed to be the better game. But between 64 and Sunshine, it's still very, very split, at least from what I can tell.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's entirely out of nostalgia, because I think at this point it's split because Mario 64 is definitely a lot more free than Sunshine is.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's a lot more. And while I'm not as into it anymore as I once was, like just no nonsense, like getting into the obstacle courses and having a variety of themes appeals to more people than one singular beach theme that Sunshine had. So.
I never really thought of it in that way, but that's probably like one factor, yeah.
Yeah. So there's reasons for it to be split. So that's nice, at least. It isn't just some crazy nonsense.
Yeah. You know, it used to be this whole thing where like people would say like, "Oh, you just think the X game is better because it's fucking older and you're like nostalgic for it." But no, both of those games are fucking 20 years old now, so there's no more nonsense with the nostalgia. Yeah. I used to be able to say Mario Sunshine came out 5 years ago, and 64 came out twice as long as that. So,
and now
they're both fucking ancient. They're relics now.
Yeah, they are relics. Mario 64's controls feel like a relic, but when we replayed it, like Mario Sunshine, I always get surprised by how it still feels contemporary. They mastered it right off the bat. Like once you get in there and you start like flipping around and like going in circles and like doing the side jumps, back jumps, like everything
snappy.
The dive, everything is so snappy.
Feels so good. Yeah, we replayed both of those games within the past few months, and yeah, it's night and day. Mario 64, the turning radius is awful. The wall kicks are clunky. It's not bad. Okay, it feels not like I'm shitting on it. Those are like the two biggest problems. And like just his overall movement,
the half quarter turn,
the half,
you go forward or move to the side.
Yeah. The turning radius is like the biggest issue. Like when you're going in a straight line, it's fine. And he has like the punch and the kick, which are kind of momentum stopping, which can be useful. Like you know, he's got a moveset, it's good. But it's got its issues. Mario Sunshine, that is a clean, so good. It's so good. The wall jump, fucking off the wall, so good. Just that slide. You can slide as long as you want.
The spin jump.
Isn't that the game that introduced the slide, the wall jump slide? Like I'm pretty sure between 64 and
I think it was. I mean, it was the next one.
Sure it's the first one. Yeah, Because this is the next one. There's no games where Mario could wall jump between the two. So they
real
fucking...
3D world in between.
It was a wall kick in Mario 64. Mario Sunshine invented the wall jump. That is
for
series, something. Yeah, because that exact formula.
Slide,
basically,
you have time to react.
Yeah.
You don't have to like instantly. Although it is fun to watch people pull off wall kicks.
Yes,
much more
wall
than
kicks
it
are
is to
fun.
Watch
But wall jumps are just better.
They
in
are
my opinion.
like for a normal person, not for a speedrunner. They're just better.
No, even for like, there's no. You can still do the instant jump off the wall with the wall jump. That's why it's just better. It's just more. It's just more. You can slide now. It's good. Yeah.
The spin jump was always really fun
the
to me.
spin
I always
jump,
love spinning
so good.
around.
You can immediately get so much height. You fall slowly. You can hover out of it. You can do spin jump hover. You just get so much distance, so much height. And you can go. You can spin it. You can spin around, and then you can release the jump in any direction you want. So good. And then the side flip. Just compare Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine. Mario 64, it's like it's a bit of a struggle. You gotta like perfectly finagle the stick like back and then time it, or like you might just, get the wrong jump. But the side flip is so immaculate in Sunshine. Snappy, quick, clean. That's what the movement is.
Clean.
It's so good. There's no backflip, but you don't need it because you have the spin jump and you have the side flip. There's no long jump, which is a bit of a shame, but it does make up for that with Flood.
It was also replaced in a way by the dive.
Yes.
It's nicer to have both in
the dive
modern
was
day,
in 64.
but not like as crazy as it is in here. Where
Okay. You can spam. You can just spam like whoo, 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 whoo. You can just
you can
slide all around the ground forever.
They're barely comparable.
You just mash B. Yeah.
It's so good here.
And then you can. I'll get into Flood in a second, but I gotta finish up with his core
backflip in
movement.
Sunshine? I can't even
No. I just said that you can't backflip, but the side flip is so good that you don't need the backflip. Oh, excuse me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the side flip into the spin jump, which, the backflip would be nice, but it's you never really feel its absence because of this variety of moves. At least,
and plus
in my opinion.
like you were about to say, the addition of Flood.
Yes. The rest of his moveset's pretty normal. I mean, he just has his normal triple jump like usual, which does actually feel better than 64 to me as well. But that's just the overall physics engine.
Actually, that's the one thing I feel is a little less like enjoyable for me to pull off. Like in Sunshine, I feel like the third jump goes too fast where I can't even enjoy it. It's just like instant, like you go down. I don't know. In 64 in 64 was slower. I think I prefer that.
You just got to fucking enjoy your triple jump. It was more rewarding. It was more rewarding in 64. It's easier and faster in this game, so I'll give you that one. But
I guess
everything else is
better
better
in this one. But it's better in this one, but I don't enjoy it as much.
It's debatable if it's better or not, but
yeah, of course.
Yeah, like everything is. But yeah, Flood. You got to get the Flood. That's a integral part of his moveset.
That's the biggest
he's got
gimmick.
4 nozzles. It's the big
Back
gimmick
when
of the
gimmicks
game.
were actually something you look forward to rather than like...
rather than a fucking...
Like, just a way to recycle a brand and then just slap something on it.
Just fucking yeah.
We brought back the Tanuki Leaf again!
Ooh, Mario 3, everybody.
Yeah, I remember that.
Bring it back like 8 times. And the Koopalings. Yeah, I gotta play Mario 3, yeah.
They brought back the Koopalings like 18 times. Oh my god.
Man, when they brought him back for Wii, it wasn't even that well received. People were like, "Oh, cool, the Koopalings," but no one was like, "Oh my goodness, they brought them back." And then Nintendo thought everyone reacted like that, apparently, because here they are in everything ever.
They probably didn't. I feel like it was probably around the Wii era where they were like, "All right, we can start being lazy now. We can just start like." Instead of coming up with like different little bosses, I mean the Koopalings, we already have them. Just keep using them. But in Sunshine, it was the creative era. This is when we got weird
Sunshine
shit.
was the creative era. We'll talk about the bosses
GameCube,
here later.
Wii U, like those are the creative eras because they weren't succeeding. They had to
innovate.
Things.
Yeah. That's the fuck. Well, yeah, I could go on.
You want to go on a tangent about Switch
I would go on a tangent about how Nintendo bounces back between success and failure and how they, they innovate and then they don't, and then they rely on their old things, and that's why they yada yada yada. Let's move on. So Flood.
Yeah.
Got 4 nozzles, 2 main nozzles. There's like 2 bonus nozzles, which are the rocket nozzle, which makes you go really high in the air, and the turbo nozzle, which makes you go really fast. Those are nice, but they're
kind of thing.
very situational, especially the turbo nozzle. The turbo nozzle's
Yeah, that
It's
was
pretty-
the sad part. I would have loved it if they designed all the levels with those after you get them in mind, so that you could use them around the map. That would've
Yeah.
been fun. Instead of them being in boxes, but you know.
They didn't handle that great. We'll talk about the turbo and rocket nozzle a little more during like the course design. But the hover nozzle and just the regular spray nozzle, I don't know. I don't think it's called anything.
Just a regular flood stream.
Just flood
whatever. I
stream,
don't know
yeah.
what the
He
fuck
just
they
sprays
call it.
water. Those are your
hose.
two main go-tos. You start with those. You always default to those. The spray nozzle, you just spray things. It's cool. Most
Spin jump
enemies
spray
are
is,
weak.
is amazing.
Yes, most enemies are weak to water, and there's goop you got to clean up everywhere. So, yeah, you got to do it. You got to use it, and it's got a few utilities other than just raw.
It's a lot
like,
better.
spraying power.
It's a lot more entertaining spraying enemies to stun or kill them than it was to like go up and punch them and kick them like in
Yes.
64.
This is vastly superior to the punch and kick Mario 64. Those moves were kind of just shoehorned in as a way for Mario to deal with some things, but
If you can't land a jump on an enemy and you're right next to them, you have to have something to attack, and they just put it in. Because why
exactly,
not?
yeah, they kind of, yeah.
But this feels like they planned it all out real nice, and it just feels better.
Yeah, like, think about how many times did you punch a Goomba in that game? Like, 1 in 10 at most. You're jumping
Probably
on that guy.
like for fun, just like to see him get hit.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think I ever did it.
You
for
either
shit.
dive into things or jump on them in that game, but or throw
Yeah.
them, I guess. But anyway, yeah, flood. So yeah, you can do a spin jump spray. So that awesome spin jump you can spray while doing that,
Yeah.
and it just sprays all around you in a circle and it covers everything. It's awesome. If you press R and A at the same time, R is the spray button. If you spray and jump, you do a big burst spray,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is awesome.
yeah,
That's
I
super
remember.
helpful. You can spray the ground, and then dive into it, and you get like
Yeah,
a water
even
slide.
the smallest amount of water.
Even just the
can get you.
tiniest amount of water. If you land on a little bit of water, you are going. And if you go in a straight line, you accelerate like crazy. You go mega fast, like basically as fast as the turbo nozzle. If you turn, you lose all your speed like instantly. But you got a long stretch you need to go along. You just spray the ground, dive on there, slip and slide to victory. It's amazing.
And you only accelerate. You never get any slower. It's like
Yeah.
scary. You're like gonna
You
go
hit
into
a
another
speed cap, but
dimension.
it's like a really high speed cap.
yeah.
And like
it's
by the
crazy.
time you hit that, you're traveling so fast that like you're already where you need to be.
You're already about to hit a wall.
Yeah, yeah,
when
yeah.
you get that.
The way you bonk in this game, and all the stars come out, I like that.
The effect, yeah, that's
The effect,
cute. I
yeah.
like that.
And it feels like you're getting punished properly. That was in 64 too, though.
Every single platforming game is improved by adding a hover mechanic. Every single
Yeah, there's
one.
like it just does not. It's just so good.
There's nothing sweeter, nothing more of an insurance.
Yeah.
Like the Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong in the country games. Like it's just like any little bit more to help you reposition is just great.
hmm
Especially in 3D because of that pesky Z-axis that everyone hates.
It's such a nice mechanic, such a nice fallback. It makes the game accessible. Like when you're a fucking baby, you rely on that shit.
Oh yeah.
Even as an adult, you rely on it to a pretty good extent.
And as an adult, you rely on it to cheat levels.
Yeah,
to,
you'll
like
like
get
fucking,
around everything.
you'll skip like half a level. You'll just go. You see this massive fucking gap. A long jump. You'd need 4 long jumps to clear that shit. You can hover over it because
Yeah.
you just do a spin jump, hover. You're over.
Yeah,
it's-
you're
it's
over.
kinda
or a
nuts.
long wall like right away in Rico Harbor. And stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Save that for when we're talking about courses. But
Mhm.
and they introduced them really naturally. Like in Bianco Hills, right away when you're climbing up to fight Petey, they put like veins in front of like a gap, so
Yeah.
it makes you like
And the
hover
bridge is
around
out?
it.
The bridge is out and said, "Oh, just switch to the hover nozzle," and you do it, and then you
No,
immediately
not
get
even
it.
just that, but like not just crossing, but like they make you acknowledge like all its movement, like
Yeah,
like that
it's
vein
crossing.
when you're climbing up.
Crossing is first, and then you get to the veins, and it's like, oh, you can also get height off of this.
High and go around things.
And go around.
know?
Yeah, you can maneuver. You can move. Like it's not like a dash, like where you use it and you're locked in a straight line and you have to go for a certain amount of time. You can release it at any time you want. You can also maneuver left and right. Like you have a. It's not like a great turning radius, but it's enough for you to get around a lot of obstacles. And it does a really good
they
job introducing that to you.
I feel like they introduced all of them well, even though they didn't use the bonus nozzles too much.
No.
I mean they were fun little set pieces for what they were.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
pieces is a
think
good
like
word.
in retrospect, the flood was a great little mechanic, and that's why people want a sequel because we just want to use it again.
Yeah, just more flood levels, more playgrounds to use that thing in. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
More water, more watery stuff that doesn't suck.
Yeah, water levels that don't suck balls.
Yeah,
What a
because you're not
concept.
really underwater too much, other than like Nico Bay, I guess.
Yeah, Noki Bay. Yeah.
Noki.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Nico's a cat.
Nico is a cat. Yeah, despite the beach theming, they did a good job at making a lot of the levels. You know, there's water present, but it's not. You're not
God bless
fucking
them
swimming
for-
through it the entire
for that,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
God bless them. I was not underwater in this beach themed game for much of it.
Yeah.
I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. That's Flood. We both like it. I think it was a great little addition.
It is.
I'm glad it wasn't a mainstay because it's a lot more special
Oh,
that
yeah.
way.
Yeah,
It's like a fun thing to
I
revisit.
would not like it if that was like in every single game. No,
Pure Mario
it's-
is best Mario, but this is like an alternative rather than competition.
Yeah.
It's good. It's fun.
So yeah, overall, movement, it's my second favorite. Odyssey is just too
Odyssey,
fucking
shit,
perfect.
Yeah, I can't even imagine Cappy going away at this point. The movement was that good.
Yeah, like that is the difference. Like you look at Flood, you're like, okay, that was good. Please do not have this in every single game. You look at Cappy and you're like, I would not mind if this is just how it is from now on. It's just
And we have the benefit of retrospection, because back then people didn't know if this was permanent. Like, if this might just be
true.
the new.
Yeah.
Flood is the new Mario. That kind of sucks. I like the original Mario.
I was too young when Galaxy came out to like have thought about that, but yeah.
But people judge people's past opinions because they weren't there. You were probably barely in your like dad's nutsack when that guy was reviewing Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what he was thinking or they were thinking, So I don't know. I don't blame people for being off-put a little bit by it, but
oh yeah, because that comes out and you're like, is this just how it is from now on? Yeah. You never know.
And
it's a different perspective. Yeah.
And but yeah, I'd say movement's great, perfect. It is probably my second favorite at this point, just like you. And what I was saying earlier, when you were commenting on when you hit a wall and you bonk and you get those like little particle effects. Of stars.
I know what that made you think of.
Yeah,
I know exactly. Yep.
This is the least polished Mario game.
Yes, it is.
Like that has ever existed, and I don't know
probably
why.
Ever, yeah.
We don't really research these videos. We're just kind of chatting.
We're just hanging out, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, least polished by far.
I don't know what
all the
happened.
Mario games.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Yeah.
There's a lot of bullshit going on. There's walls you can clip through walls. You will probably clip through a wall in a casual.
Yeah.
Like it's not unlikely that
you
will
don't have
clip
to
through a wall.
you don't have to try. You just will.
Yeah.
And the camera gets stuck all the fucking time. Like, it gets stuck in weird places. At least it did for me. Like, not even stuck, but it doesn't want to go where I wanted to go.
I did not have that issue.
I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. And
Camera's
most of the
great
time,
for me.
like, I'm looking at a silhouette of Mario.
Oh, like behind
the
the wall, the silhouette.
Yeah, the behind the wall
thing, yeah.
silhouette. Yeah, that's good, but I mean, I'd rather just be watching the game rather than be in a wall.
Sure. I think okay. There is like, despite both of us have been, we both played it growing up and we both played it recently, but I am more experienced with the game. I played it probably 3 more times than you, give or take. And I watched speedruns of it. I watched this any percent. Shoutouts to Average Trey's any percent and 100% history of videos. Those were outstanding. But yeah, I know the game in and out, so a lot of it's like issues regarding level design and like the camera, all of that shit. I'm not going to be as bothered by it as the average person. So that's kind of where you have to you'll step in and say, yeah, this is the problem, because
I'm more of an average Joe rather than like the master.
I'm not at master level, but I'm definitely beyond like the level of a casual.
If we're ever talking about Tropical Freeze, then I can be the master on that.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I have something to lean on. But yeah, overall, I mean, it's just buggy and it's kind of off-putting. Like, sometimes you're just trying to have fun and the game kills you for no reason, or you just don't do what you wanted to do, or you smash into a wall that wasn't even there. You're just like I don't know. It's just glitchy and weird a lot of the time.
There's a couple like levels in particular. I mean the fucking pinball. Everyone knows about the pinball level. The fucking pinball level. If you land.
Oh, the plinko.
The plinko pachinko shit. Yeah.
Pachinko plinko.
Pachinko plinko whatever. You land on one of those pins wrong, and you just get clipped inside of it. And Mario goes like, "Hoo!" And then like stars are just flying out forever, and you're soft locked.
And the fucking physics in that alone were terrible.
Oh awesome. Yeah. Just in particular, the physics, they tried to make it like, they added an extra push to Mario to like make him like a pinball. So, AKA taking away control from him. That is a level and a half.
It's stupid. It works with someone like Sonic because he's a literal ball when he wants to be.
Yeah.
You cannot turn a human body into the physics of a ball. You just can't do that.
Yeah, and then expect...
It's weird, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, you're supposed to land in specific pockets, and then you gotta hit all the
and then you're always able... I think that like, it's exemplary, that one little thing of all the bugs and crank and like crud that's in Mario Sunshine. Like, the crustiness of it. Because while the mechanics for Mario's movement are great, the world he interacts with are not.
Yes, that's actually
They're all crusty.
A good way to put it. The actual levels themselves, while the level design is not bad, I mean, I think it's good. The actual environment has a lot
crusty.
Of issues. Yeah.
It's crusty.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I aside from that, there's not much more to say. I just think it's a crusty game. Overall, and it can be off-putting. I wouldn't blame someone for getting annoyed and maybe even not wanting to like play much more if they keep slamming into like invisible walls or like little edges that you can't even see.
Yeah, and, like hitboxes extend out.
Yeah, or people getting annoyed by the camera.
I'm so used to all of this, and I know where all of them are, so when I play, it doesn't bother me. But that's why you have to come in and be like the fresh perspective on it, because I wouldn't have said any of this shit without you. For me, I'm just like, I'm hanging out. They're all fucking playgrounds to me, and I've been to these playgrounds like for the last 10 years, ever since I was a kid. So I like that
bring
one.
Your friend to the playground, and you're like, watch out, there's a rock right under that
there's a rock like
right
around the corner. Like, I know about it, but for someone else,
he might not, and he falls and cracks his skull on it, and you know, he might not want to keep playing at that playground.
Yeah, he might not. Yeah, like, oh, the left slide on those 3 slides is broken. The other 2 work though. You know,
and it doesn't look broken, but when you go in it, you accidentally transport to another part of the playground and hit yourself. Like, it's just not, you know, it's not enjoyable, but it's not so invasive that like it would stop anyone. I just wouldn't blame someone if it did, because some people just don't like crust.
Yeah. It's not a polished game. It
not
just
polished.
isn't.
And I'm sure. Wait, well, maybe I guess it's because they released Luigi's Mansion first for GameCube, right? And then they might have been rushing this to people.
They probably did. Yeah.
People were upset that there wasn't a Mario game.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion came out. They're like, it's not Mario, even though that's one of the greatest games in my opinion.
In Nintendo's catalog, it's like, it's oozing with charm. It's just fun, but whatever.
That's one of my like 5 or 6 10 out of 10. So.
I don't know. You know, and that's part of Nintendo's like past charm. I don't think they have it anymore currently. They will again when they start failing. But hopefully. But you know, they might have rushed it because people were complaining they didn't have a Mario. No Mario, we won't buy it, and the GameCube was not selling like the best. So hey, rushed it out, and for a rush job, it's still pretty goddamn good, I guess. But I'm curious if they would have just ironed it out, give it a few more months.
It could have been a fucking.
This is not a Sonic 06 bug fest. This is I wonder how hard they crunched for this, but it isn't bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could be a masterpiece, but I don't know. Even if it was ironed out, I don't think I'd go that far. No. I think all Mario games I'm starting to like a little less than I did when I was older, just because I'm losing the magic of life. It's draining. You're becoming
from me.
Crusty.
I am becoming the crust that is in Mario Sunshine. Like, just hopping around isn't as fun as it used to be, just because I'm.
It's not as whimsical. Now. You don't have the same magic. Like, it still feels good, but it's just.
And I can lean back on my memories. But
you can lean back on the childhood feeling, but
it's depressing.
I wonder what it'd be like to play the game, or just any Mario game for the first time. Like, what if you played your first Mario game at age 20?
Then
Kinda
it probably,
crazy.
I don't know, they formed my love of platformers, and I still love platformers, but Mario games specifically, I'm like, maybe it's just a lack of challenge, maybe it's just because I know them so well, but I don't enjoy them as much as I used to.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Anyway, we're
so-
totally off topic again.
Yeah, at this point.
Which is fine. You know, it is
But,
what it is.
Overall, like, you know,
yeah.
slight crust.
There is crust, yeah. You compare it to every other 3D Mario game, 64, even 64, like, 64 has issues, but it's more so you can exploit that game if you really try. In terms of actual, like, if you play the 64 through, start to finish normally, the odds of you finding a bug aren't very high. Like, a major one.
Yeah.
You know, you'll get some minor bullshit going on, it just comes with it being one of the first
And those don't
3D
feel like
platformers.
crust, they feel like limitations.
Yeah,
They feel
or like, you know, they didn't exactly know what they were doing quite yet. But no, 60...
Yeah, no,
yeah.
of course.
And then, you know, Galaxy 2, Odyssey are just like all like fucking gems, shiny
Polished to a
gems.
sheen.
Yeah. Yeah, Sunshine is easily the crustiest. I like the term crusty. That's funny. But yeah,
Good term.
we went through the mechanics. We went through that. Let's talk about the actual fucking courses. I like the little opening. You know, you're on the airplane, and then welcome to Isle Delfino, and then you land on the airstrip. It's a nice little, you know, it's a nice little area.
Start
there's
with a Metal
goopy
Gear
guy.
cutscene that like you can't skip.
Yeah. The 7-hour cutscene. Infamous in the
Yeah.
speedrunning community. They actually allowed speedrunners to create a file just past the cutscenes and start from there because it was just so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like for a speedrunning community to allow a mod is a big deal.
Yeah.
But anyway.
You can skip the Hideo Kojima directed Mario Sunshine cutscene in the speedrunner community.
Yeah.
But the little airstrip is a good introduction.
It's a good little introduction area. Yeah, you get in there, you get Flood, tells you how to play. And yeah, you beat the little goopy guy and you're off to Isle Delfino. I guess we'll talk about that last. It's like the hub world.
Yeah.
Um,
Plus, before we move on from the airstrip, it's just like, it's already like establishing how different this Mario game's gonna be.
Yeah,
from the
it sets
last.
the
It's
tone.
so
It sets the
grounded.
vibe. It's
an
very,
airstrip.
very
Why
different.
is Mario at a real life?
Yeah,
like,
Mario
airstrip?
is in a
What the fuck?
location that exists.
That exists
feasibly,
yeah.
tangibly. you
Yeah,
know,
that you can picture.
you can
that
look
isn't
at
just,
it
like,
and it's
blocks in
real.
the air.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it sets the tone. I like it.
Yeah.
I also like how you get to revisit it later. You don't get to ever like. You don't get to go back there until like you beat the game basically, or very close to it. Then you get to revisit it for like one more Shine Sprite, which is fun. Bianco Hills, first area.
Yeah.
You do the Shadow Mario thing. I guess we'll touch on Shadow Mario at some point. You get into Bianco Hills. Yeah, it's like this little like grassy village. Or a little lake.
It's the classic. While it's still unique, it's a classic first level green.
Yeah.
You know, green place with where you learn how to control. You know, they have a little patch of water so you can get used to swimming.
Mm-hmm.
They put a good bunch of dirt in there so you can clean it. You
Yep.
know, there's windmills. It's just shit to hop on and stuff you need to hover onto.
Yeah.
It's a beginner level and it's great.
Yeah,
I think
it's great.
A good
It's a good start. Yeah, you can jump all over the place. You can get on the rooftops and shit.
Like
you hover
cables.
across them. Yeah,
It's
forces you to learn
a
the mechanics.
tutorial. It's a hidden tutorial area that's disguised as a real level.
Yeah,
It's great.
and you don't think of it like that when you're playing it, like not at all.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
great.
that's the best way to fucking like introduce mechanics and to have tutorials is to have them not actually be tutorials.
Yeah.
You
They
just-
have nice little
yeah.
like mountainside. I guess it kind of reminds me of Bob-on. It's like a nicer Bob-on Battlefield.
It is
It's
like a
just
nicer
that-
Bob-on. It's like a Bob-on Battlefield with a village.
Yeah, with a village
And a
like
windmill.
nice like white walls and
Yeah.
windmills everywhere.
It looks nicer. Yeah.
It's good.
Um,
The actual challenges in it. You know, fighting Petey Piranha was fun and it was way more engaging than like the 3 Bowser final boss battles that were in 64.
mhm.
It's not hard.
No,
it's easy.
It's
but
pretty easy. But you do
but
it.
your first time, you know, you're filling them up with water. You're like ground pounding the belly button. It's you know, it's
neat.
cute. It's fun.
It's got, you know, for a Mario boss, it's above average.
yeah. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
it is.
yeah, but you know, whatever. And the fact,
Um,
the whole cinematic thing where you go on top of the windmill, then it cracks and you fall
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
fight
There's a
inside of it.
cutscene where you fall in. That's so
Yeah,
funny.
that was cool. Yeah.
The hillside cave secret. That was. The,
Yes, I was about to talk about that.
Yep.
Yeah, this is where the game. it's not where it shines like exclusively, but it is one part of the game that does shine, I would say. The secret little areas where they take away Flood. And a lot of people praised these when the game came out because they're like, "This is the Mario I was looking for.
This is the Mario I wanted. Yeah. It's floating blocks and pure Mario
this
action."
Is very like similar to Mario 64. It's the closest the game gets to Mario 64. Like by far. You enter these little like space zones. Your Flood jetpack gets taken away, and there's floating blocks everywhere.
I don't know when you get that back. Why do you get it back after? But whatever.
You get it back after because they wanted to arbitrarily make red coin challenges because they needed to reach 120 shines.
Yeah. Oh my God! Didn't this level of Bianco Hill had 2 red coin missions, or do they all?
No, just Bianco Hills. For some reason, there are 4 red coin shines because there's two secret levels. Every secret level you play through it once.
There's 4.
There's 4.
Oh my God.
Every single level, you play through like every single Floodless level. You play through Floodless. And then if you re-enter the level, there's a red coin switch. And you can get red coins on a time limit, and you have Flood with you. Maybe they wanted to highlight the difference between using and not using Flood. I don't know. But regardless, the first time you romp through them, great little fun challenges. The first one's pretty easy. The second one's pretty hard, actually. The Lakeside Secret.
I don't remember what that one is.
It's the one where you have to go on that road. Like, there's the red and blue flipping blocks that like alternate.
Oh yeah.
That's a fairly hard level.
Fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
I guess Bianco Hills. Thinking back, I think only of the first mission, the Hillside Cave, and then fighting PD Piranha again was fun. Like him causing hurricanes and flying around.
That's what highlights in your brain. Yeah.
That's it. And then the by force, by gunpoint Shadow Mario chase that you have to complete.
So we might as well get this out of the way. In order to beat this game, there is no Shine Sprite. You know, it's Shine Sprites in this game. I don't think we even said that.
No.
But everyone fucking knows that.
Yeah, it's Shine Sprites stars.
Oh my goodness. There is no Shine Sprite prerequisite. You just need to beat the 7th mission in every single level. So there's a big amount of freedom is taken away. And like
you have to do the missions to get the 7.
Every single shine that isn't the first 7 in a level is literally optional.
Yeah.
So that's a big gripe a lot of people have with the game. I don't give a fuck because I always 100% the game when I play it. Unless,
I only 100%ed it once. It was a nightmare. But
yeah, and that's for a reason that we will get to a little down the line.
I don't like the freedom being taken away. It seems like a pointless thing to take away.
It is pointless to take away. Yeah.
I'm being restricted for no good reason.
It doesn't personally affect me again because I 100% it.
But you do all of them.
I just do all of it anyway.
That's a very, very idiosyncratic take.
Yes.
Like,
wow, that is a word.
Take.
I like it. But yeah,
it's your take.
It is my take for sure. I obviously, I can look past that and see why that'd be an issue for a lot of people.
Yeah, because imagine you're like, oh, you gotta do all the coin missions, you gotta do all this boring shit, and then you can move on to the next level. It's like, I don't want to.
It only totals to 50 shines. There's the first shine in the airstrip, and then there's 7 main levels. 7 times 7 is 49, plus 1 is 50. You can actually skip the very first mission of Bianco Hills. The first mission is a Goopy Piranha, but you can just go straight to PD Piranha, which is the second mission. So you'll enter the final level with 49, and then that'll be your 50th when you beat Bowser. So that's 70 shines that are just completely useless.
Yeah, and that they're
are
arguably more fun.
Yeah, there's some good ones. 24 of them are blue coins, which we will touch on later. But the 8th mission of every single level is usually like a world peace kind of thing, because you killed Shadow Mario, or you removed all the goop from the area, so now it's like the city is back, or the village is back, or whatever, and it's bustling. It's like a celebration. All those are optional. All the hidden like secret areas and secret levels in Delfino Plaza, all those are optional. 100. Fortunately, all the 100 coins are optional. Imagine if they weren't. God. And then all of the extra shines. There's generally 2. There's 2 extra shines in every single level, and then 100 coin shine. Those are all optional too. So yeah. It's an unfortunate, like, thing. I don't know. Bad design choice.
It doesn't affect you, but I just don't think... I don't know why they did it.
I don't know. It's just... it's pointless. It's not pointless.
Pointless
it's
restriction
worse.
for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, I don't know. I don't think they should have even forced you to chase Shadow Mario. It's always such a short, boring mission.
Yeah. The Shadow Mario chases are always...
awkwardly.
Yeah.
It's
like, he runs around.
and
It's like
short.
a little bit... Like, oh, there's Shadow Mario again. And it's like, hey, time to get him. It's like a little chase, and it's not awful, but, like... Is it ever better than, like, an actual mission? Not really.
I'd rather do a red coin mission than a fucking Shadow Mario chase.
Yeah, me too.
Shadow
Mario.
Overall, Bianco Hills is a great first map, but not too great. The missions, the missions.
Okay, the like the level design. The level design in this game is great. Like all the levels themselves are great. It's just
what you do in them.
What you do in them. The missions vary. Yeah, like you. It's actually a very good like example. You fondly remembered like some of the missions and then went ugh at some of the other ones, and that's a lot of this game, I think. Yeah, there's 4 fucking red coin missions because there's 2 on their own.
It's a roller coaster.
There's a bit of a roller coaster of a game. Yeah. There are whenever I'm playing this game, there's definitely always certain shines I look forward to and certain ones I dread. That is a thing.
Yeah, and that's not good. It's not good to
not
like in the back of your
consistent.
mind. You're always you're having fun, and then you're thinking about I'm about to get to that part.
I always like go out of my way to like do the shitty ones first, so I can like enjoy the game. But it feels you shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah, in Mario 64, you never think I have to.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, I can just skip that shit.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that
Yeah.
stupid start.
It's
and in
you
here,
just do whatever
it's
the
forced,
fuck you want in Mario 64.
Yeah.
That is a major positive that game. That's quite possibly the biggest positive that game has over this one.
So, and
is the
especially
freedom.
for a first time out, is the freedom.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I'm mostly done talking about Bianco Hills. There's not much to talk
There's
about.
not much,
There's just
yeah.
like red coin bullshit.
Yeah.
Got kind of boring. Dirty Lake secret.
You
whatever.
fight Petey twice. Then you do
But you
4
fight
red
him-
coin missions.
I think you fight him 3 times.
No, you fight him twice. You fight someone else
Really?
3 times, which we're about to talk about.
Okay. Yeah, Rico
Transition.
Harbor. Rico.
Big transition, clean transition.
Yeah.
Rico Harbor, big blooper scooper. That guy. You fight him 3 times.
This is probably one of my favorite levels. It is so fucking unique.
Yeah.
It is so weird. You're just at like a docking station with like
Yeah.
wireframes all over the place. It's
Dusty,
so
I have
cool.
to resist. I have to resist the urge to just fucking break out into humming Rico Harbor theme right now.
Please don't.
I'm gonna do
that. No, you're not.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna cut it out.
Damn.
So the first mission in that one is
Yeah.
the
Go
Gooper
ahead.
blooper, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like he breaks out and he's killing people. I don't know why he breaks out. You break him out.
Yeah, he's like in the
He
crates.
was in that box.
You like pull his tentacle and then he gets mad at you.
Mario's
really
causing
get it.
problems.
Mario's kind
Like
of
he didn't deserve to go to jail,
But now he
starts
does.
causing problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he's angry with the townspeople.
Yeah, false
He's griefing
imprisonment
them.
can change somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that.
Fun boss.
Pretty fun boss. Pull his tentacles
I
and
think probably the funnest one out of all of them, really.
Really?
Like, I can't really.
Okay.
I guess second to the peanut park one we'll talk about.
my opinion's tainted because you fight him so fucking much. I've fought that guy like 80 times.
I
That's an
only fought him as
exaggeration.
many times as they make you, but
Yeah, they make you fight him 3 times.
Actually, no, there's decent competition for bosses.
There is.
I won't lie.
Yeah.
But it is fun. Like, it's probably one of my favorite Mario series bosses. in
Mario
general.
Sunshine has above average Mario bosses, which isn't saying much, but at least
Which
it's
is like
better.
below mediocre bosses in general.
Yeah. Overall, it's like a 3.5 as opposed to like a 2 or 1.5 out of 10.
Or nothing out of 10.
Yeah, or like an actual 0.
Or, oops, I didn't know this was a boss out of 10.
Yeah, like, oh really?
I killed
It's
that
bad?
guy on accident.
Okay, yeah, see you later.
I thought that was a Koopa.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That is a regular enemy.
Yeah, like boom boom and all that shit.
Fucking boom.
But yeah.
Oh, my
the rest of the missions are fun. They're weird.
They're great.
It's like you got to get to the cage sprite, so you're kind of
Um,
climbing through all the like gears and shit.
Rico Harbor
and
has
the
some
wires.
of the best missions, in my opinion.
Yeah, because it's all just exploring the level rather than like getting coins and like boring shit.
There's no red coin mission in Rico Harbor.
Yeah, there are.
There is one in the secret. That's it.
Well, the Rico Tower one.
Oh, there's the one in the blooper as well. But that
Yeah,
one's
the
so
blooper
quick.
one.
It's like a minute long. There's
Yeah,
no
but
bullshit.
it's still there. And it's that one's actually pretty annoying because there will always come a time for people that aren't crazy like you, that are like obsessed with this game.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if you there will be one coin where you're circling around trying to get it like 1,000 times and you'll never get it.
This is why you need to be here. You need to ground me because I will just forget that the first time I played Rico 6 red coins,
no,
it was just a nightmare. Yeah,
it was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
And the bloopers can also be a little weird and glitchy.
Yeah,
at times.
you get on. We're talking about this blooper surf, and you get on the bloopers and you go around on them. There's a mission where like you race through a race course. That's pretty good.
That was so fun. That's just a pure dumb little thing.
Yeah. And you actually
the
get a bonus
sound of
shine.
You scraping that poor blooper over like
oh
dry
god, yeah,
ground.
like that's his face going against the fucking concrete. It's like if this was like an M-rated game, you'd just see a blood stain.
The blood streak, yeah, and he stops
streak.
moving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you grind it too much and he just disappears beneath your feet. Anyway, you can do that mission again for a bonus shine, which is pretty neat if you do it faster.
Yeah, it's neat. I love Rico Harbor. It's a fun place.
Really the only stinker is the red coins.
And the Shadow Mario chase per usual. That was
I mean, I'm not even
if you
gonna
fall
talk
off,
about,
it's like an hour to get back up.
I'm not even going to talk about the Shadow Mario chase anymore because it's just present in every single level.
Fair enough, but
it's not
we will always
special
say
ever.
Shadow Mario is probably the worst level in every single level, every single course.
Yeah, except maybe for like the absolute worst ones, but like they're bottom 10%, basically. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about it anymore.
You unlock Yoshi here later on.
Yeah, you unlock Yoshi in the 8th mission, which is completely optional, unfortunately.
Do some weird shit, like his vomit spawns like blocks. It was weird and fun. I don't know. That's really about it for Rico Harbor.
Yeah.
You know.
It had a good secret level, which was actually remade in Mario Galaxy 2 as like a special level. Yeah, the Cage Shine Sprite. That is actually this and one other level that I'll talk about later on are like the epitome of good Mario Sunshine. It's where there's a fucking shine sprite in the middle of the level and you just gotta fucking play the game and you get to it. You play the game for 10 minutes and you go up the scaffolding and you platform and you kill bloopers and you... Sorry, I won't do that. It's gonna start humming again. But yeah, you just fucking play the level and there's no special objective. You just gotta get to the shine sprite and it's great. I almost wish there is more of that in this game, actually.
Yeah, there's a little too little of that, but a little too little. But next up is Gelato Beach, which is a jelly.
Gelato.
I don't know why I felt like saying that, but gelato, yeah, Gelato Beach. Gelato Beach. That is the next level. Yeah. And that's about it for Gelato Beach. Peanut Park. All right. I don't know. It's whatever. You go for it.
I'll go for it. So yeah, Gelato Beach. Definitely one of the weaker levels. It's just a beach. It's actually probably the weakest level. Discounting Bianco Hills because it's the first one. Gets a pass for being the first level. Introduces mechanics properly. Gelato Beach is just a beach. It has cataquacks, which is neat. But the missions are pretty...
Are a funny thing. Yeah. They're a funny thing.
That's
all I can really say. Il Piantissimo is there.
Yeah, he showed up there. It's one of the 3 levels he's in.
The Sandbird is kind of funny to give to a friend who's never played platformers.
Yeah, you get to look at him suffer. It's not actually that hard. You can watch them
swim around. You can watch them swim around on the crust that is that level.
Yes, it's crusty. And if you don't know the mechanics that well, you will just die. Especially when you turn sideways.
If you don't know how to slightly shift yourself by moving Mario a centimeter onto new planes of existence, then you will die.
Yeah. Especially when the Sandbird goes sideways. That's where everyone dies.
Yeah, it's funny though. I like it. It's so stupid. It's memorable.
It's infamous. It's in fucking infamous level.
It's memorable. They even put it in was it Sunshine 2? Sunshine 2. Mario Galaxy 2? That they put a reference to it with like a Sandbird in there too, remember?
I don't recall.
I'll put it on screen.
Put it on screen if it exists.
It does exist. I know it exists.
Oh, it does. Yeah. There's that level you ride on the Sandbird through the quicksand. It was like an homage. Yeah, I remember. See, fucking Mario Galaxy 2 is hazy in my brain. If it was something from Mario Galaxy 1, I'd remember that shit right away. Galaxy will be another talk. We'll have one for each 3D Mario, I think, probably.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, we'll do that. So Gelato Beach, like mediocre relative to Sunshine.
It has some unique. There's some unique aspects where, you water a plant and it brings a giant sandcastle out, and that's kind of fun and memorable. But it's just small. it's like half of it is just mountain that you can't walk on.
Yeah, it's
like...
kind of just the beach, and then like a little elevated part above the beach, and then you can kind of go to the top of the mountain, but like,
yeah. The watermelon level.
The 100 coins there sucks balls. I hate that mission.
I don't even know.
It's so there's only like 110 coins there, so you have to go everywhere. It's not good.
I'll take your word for it.
It's probably the worst 100 coins. But yeah, probably the weakest. Yeah, it is the weakest level. I'm thinking about it.
Plus, yeah, it's got 2 levels nobody really likes. The Sandbird. I like it, but people don't like it.
Watermelon Festival. Hooray.
The classic. I've done that enough to this point that I don't have trouble with it, but my god, the first time.
Not even the first time. Just the first, like, 3 times you played it sucks.
The first few times, yeah.
You gotta get to the top of the fucking level and roll a watermelon all the way down to the cabana in, like, the corner of the map and go over a narrow bridge with it. And if it touches anything, it just explodes. And you're owned. You gotta go back to the top of the
cataquacks are hilarious.
There's literally 30 cataquacks on the beach, and if any of them touch it, they boot it in the air, and it
not only
explodes.
if any of them touch it, they're all attracted to it.
Yeah,
they magnetize
they're attracted to you,
it.
and by proxy the watermelon.
Yeah. And they will flip it.
They will flip it. Like if it's in their way, if it's between you and them, they're gonna flip it.
Yeah. So I don't know, Gelato weaker level, probably the weakest.
I'd call it the weakest. Still phenomenal music and aesthetic, beautiful. This game is beautiful.
Yeah, I think next up is Peanut Park, a way more memorable level.
Yeah.
Peanut Park.
Mecha
Bowser, probably one of the funnest, weirdest bosses.
It's such a weird boss, but it's so good. You go on the roller coaster and you're like, it's funny because the giant guy shows up. And then the theme park director's like, "You guys are shooting a movie here? That's so cool."
Yeah,
he just
like,
rolls
cool,
with it. He doesn't fucking give a fuck. He's like, "Yeah, this is gonna bring in all the guests. I'm making bank today."
Nobody needs a license. Nobody had to ask. You bring a mecha and get that Italian man on the fucking roller coaster.
Yeah, get the Italian man to shoot down the big bad.
Make sure to get the Peanut Park logo in there.
Yeah.
That's all he cared about.
Yeah.
That level, while it's a little small, is so memorable. The ships,
so good.
The little ship roller coasters going back and forth. The big, like, really uniquely done, like, pinwheel design for the roller coaster. Not the roller coaster, the Ferris wheel. The roller coaster that you could get on to fight Mecha Bowser, and then the Yoshi merry-go-round, like the teacups. It's just like fun.
You remember the whole thing?
It's a fun level.
The fact that you, with your awful memory, remember all of it.
I don't have a very good memory, and I'm describing in detail.
Yeah,
like a level.
That never happens. I'm usually the one who has to like recount like everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
a great
so fun.
level.
And then there's that.
I used to call it Peanut Park when I was a kid, and I still like that name better than Pinna, but you know, it is what it is.
Is it Pinna? That's stupid.
It's Pinna.
No, it's Peanut Park.
I like Peanut Park. It's 2 N's, right? Pinna.
Yeah, it's 2.
Yeah. But anyway, there's a couple levels you play just on the beach, which aren't as fun, but it's only 2, so like majority of the time is in the
it kind of builds anticipation for you to get in there.
A little bit. Well, the problem is they send you into the park for the first mission, and then the second mission you have to go on the beach, and then you do
a but I mean, they gave you a little taste.
They give you a little taste, and then they tease you, and then the third level, actually probably the best red coin mission in the game, in my opinion. The red coins on the pirate ship. Because you finally get into the park, and you get to explore it, and you just go around, and you climb around the whole level.
They actually think to make you explore the park with the red coins rather than force you to explore it after you already have.
Yeah. That's actually, I just made that connection right now. That is why I like this red coin mission so much. It's the first time you explore the level. And that's the ideal time to fucking throw the red coins in there.
Yeah, you're going to be exploring just for fun, because that's what you do if there's the level's fun, and then you find them by accident.
And then there you go. It's great.
There's just a lot of... It's so unique, and it's fun, and I even remember, like, the watering the daisies, and...
that's the 4th mission.
You know, the fucking mole that you get in there. The Yoshi go-round was really fun. I don't know, fun level. I think it's probably one of the highlights. It's not crazy or anything. It's not, like, the best design thing. It's just fun.
It's just fun. It's just pure fun. It's just... That is another, like, place this game shines. It's just fun. It can be fun sometimes.
They captured the spirit of an amusement park.
Yes, they did.
It's just fun.
Yeah, it's just fun. Yeah, you get in there and you have some fun. This is my favorite, Serena Beach.
Yeah.
Spoilers for list later, I guess. I love this level. Oh, one thing I should
how
mention.
Unique it is.
Before we really get into the meat of this level, phenomenal thing about this game, you can see levels from other levels. It's an island. You're on an island. You're sitting in Rico Harbor. You look off in the distance. You see the Ferris wheel of Pinna Park, and you see from Pinna Park, you look to the beach and you see Serena Beach, the hotel from Serena Beach, like during the daytime, and like you look up the mountain, you can vaguely see Pianta Village and Bianco Hills sometimes. Looking down from Bianco Hills, you can look down in Rico Harbor. You can see Delfino Plaza from Rico Harbor, as you could see Rico Harbor from Delfino Plaza. It's a whole big, fun, connected island. It's awesome.
It's a lot of love. I love detail. No one would ask for that kind of detail.
Yeah, no one would have given a fuck. Mario 64, you couldn't see shit from anywhere because nothing existed. Where were you?
Everything is in a vacuum.
Yeah, vacuum worlds. But yeah, this is all connected. No one would have given a fuck. I love it.
Yeah, and it made everything feel. It made the theming work even more.
Yeah, the theming
like
really brought it together. So.
Yeah.
If
you don't like beach themes, then you're shit out of luck.
Yeah,
but
if you do, but if you do, most normal people,
solid game.
Yeah. Serena Beach.
So Serena Beach, the first, one of the most memorable first missions of any Mario game. I think, ever.
Yeah, very strong opening
for a course for a level.
You drop in and it's like sunset. It's like dawn or dusk. It's dusk. It's not dawn. It's dusk. And like, it's a bit of a somber kind of. It's a very big difference. It's contrasted from the other levels. It's like, it's a more quiet, somber atmosphere. I'm not using the right words very good. Word hard, speak hard.
Fine.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying. You get up there, hotel's covered in goop. Oh, you don't know it's a hotel. Something's covered in goop. And you talk to the mayor and he's like, bruh, my hotel's sunk in the goop. There's a big fucking eel monster, manta ray fucker.
No, you're just talking to him, and it's like underground, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh God, it's back!"
Yeah.
And then it just like starts coming in from the ocean, which is already kind of scary because I think these things are supposed to be weak to water, and it's coming from the fucking ocean.
And then it is weak to water. It's only weak.
Yeah, it's weak to water anyway.
But it was like this cinematic like fucking entrance. It was like almost like a horror movie monster coming in.
It is, yeah. Especially because it's at dusk.
Yeah, it's just the atmosphere is fucking set for it. Comes in there,
yeah,
and that's one of the hardest bosses. It's a hard boss. That thing will fuck you up.
Yeah.
It'll throw you around. It'll drop electric goop everywhere. Yeah.
The level is the level is the boss, which is weird. That's the first.
The level becomes the boss, because it sprays its electric goop everywhere. But yeah.
And then the tinier they get, the more of a pain in the ass it is.
Yeah, it's harder and harder to get them. They split into two.
The spray.
And then once they're all small, they come after you, and it's like they're all after you now, and then they,
Yeah. And this is definitely when the spray technique comes in.
Oh, the spin spray. Yeah. If you don't know the game's mechanics very well, like the spam spray I was talking about earlier, where you jump and press R at the same time, and the spin spray.
Yeah, it's like big burst too.
Yeah, the big burst and the spin spray, where you do a spin jump and then spray. If you don't know either of those, you're gonna have a fucking awful time with that boss.
Can you imagine, like, not just going around and like hosing it down?
No,
what a pain, man.
There's literally hundreds.
Because
of them.
like people don't know those mechanics.
No, they
don't.
It's
not innate.
No. And the game doesn't fucking tell you, because why would it? It's 2002. Yeah. Fuck you.
those are like the hidden ones. I kind of like that. That's
I
funny.
like it too. They did it in Odyssey too, with like the cap, jump, and throw, because you never have to use that to beat the game.
Yeah. No. But
Anyway, that's getting off topic.
Yeah.
Great first boss, or great first level. Great boss of the level. Might
and
be
then
my
you're
favorite
going to a
boss.
hotel. Why the hell is there a hotel in a Mario game? But hey, it's fun.
That isn't Hotel Mario. It's just such a fun atmosphere. You're in the hotel and you're hanging out and you're cleaning things. The other mission, that like is just pure exploration, is in this world. The third level.
God, it's so fun.
Like mysterious Hotel Delfino. You just gotta you go into the roof rafters. You find the booze up there and you drop down into people's hotel rooms and they're like, why the fuck you're in my room?
You find all the shortcuts into people's hotel rooms.
Yeah,
it's so fun.
There's so many hidden routes and paths and like. You discover it, and then I love how everyone's so like, what the fuck are you doing in my room? Like all of them, it's funny.
And it's almost childlike. It's like what you wish you could do in a hotel.
Yeah,
like, I want to discover everyone's room.
It's like what it's like when you go to a hotel and you're a little kid and you're running through the halls, but you can't like you can't go wherever you want.
Yeah.
Those restrictions are lifted here. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, you have to find the weird places.
Pineapple.
Like sometimes you ground pound in a pool, you go through a painting.
Yeah.
Like you travel through the rafters.
You jump in the bathroom stall up into someone's bathtub.
Yeah, because there's a leak in it, so that of course it makes sense.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and you find a pineapple for Yoshi, and then you eat the ghost in the rafters and drop down into the swimming pool, where the Shine Sprite is there, surrounded by coins.
So fun. That is probably one of my favorites.
That's quite possibly my favorite Shine in the game.
Excuse me, my favorite episode.
Episodes, as they're called, yeah. So that's like the mirror of Rico 3, is Serena 3. You just fucking explore the level. And yeah, I just wish there was more of those, but it is what it is.
Your favorite boss in the game, King Boo? Go ahead. Yeah, talk about it. So anyway, King Boo, he makes a return. Well, I guess it's a prequel to Luigi's Mansion, most people think.
Yeah.
Like, Mario duels with King Boo. So go ahead, describe it. You know this level more than I do. I get decently lucky. I don't have any problem with it.
Right before King Boo, there's a couple things. First of all, there's a secret level you do, which is a good secret. There's 2 secrets you do. You do one in Serena 2 and one in Serena 4. Serena 2, you go up to the top and there's the little Boo statue and you go in there.
Yeah, that was fun. I still remember the mouth.
Yeah, it's just a fun, just a normal-ass fun secret level. And then you go into the casino in Serena 4, and you need to match up the slot machines on the side and then play like a flip tile game, which are both like, pretty finicky and, the crusty, as Dusty would put it.
Crusty.
So crusty. But, you get in, you do the secret level, and then it's fine. And then you do you go back in the casino for a boss fight. You drop down on the little roulette in the middle of the stage, in the middle of the room. You go down to this little basement area. King Boo pops up at the slot machine. And you gotta spray him. And he'll either decide to give you fruit, which you can yeet at his face, and then he doesn't like it. And it hurts him for some reason.
You have to eat
the pepper to make
his hot.
Yeah, his tongue's all spicy, and then you throw this sweet fruit on him, and it fucks up his taste buds, which is the only way to hurt him, I guess. But yeah, if he doesn't give you fruit, fuck you, and yeah, you're owned. It's an RNG fest. It's not a great boss. It's pretty unique. It's charming in its own right. Speedrunners fucking hate that shit because it's RNG. It's basically one of those auto scroll bosses where it's like cycle based.
You're waiting for your turn. It's like an RPG without any of the skill or tactics.
Yeah.
You're just waiting. You're waiting until you can punch him.
The first time I fought him, I did not know how to fucking beat him either. It's a bit cryptic. Throwing the pepper into him and then throwing the fruit.
It's fucking random.
It is.
It's like makes no sense.
It still doesn't really make sense. You just kind of do it. But yeah, that's fine. After that, mission 6, you clean up the beach, which was a pretty fun level.
I love that, yeah, because you get to explore both the inside and the outside.
No, it's just the beach. Oh, you mean just overall? Yeah. You
get to explore all of them. It's fun.
That is a very hard level. Again, if you don't know the spam spray or spin spray technique, if you just have to clean it normally, fuck. I can't imagine, dude. I could never go back.
No, to being a baby.
Being a baby that doesn't know how to fucking anything beyond the basic
We must have spent like hours on levels.
I got stuck on that level as a kid. I couldn't beat it. Fuck. Yeah. And then, the Stinky Shadow Mario Shine. And then the 8th one is a red coin mission in the hotel. Which isn't as good because you already explored the hotel. In episode 3, you're kind of doing the same thing again, but you're actually
classic red coin.
You're able to go into every single door. Like nothing's locked, so the level kind of opens up for you. So it's all right. I like it. Just overall, the vibe, the exploration, the whimsical nature of it. I love
the setting of a hotel. At dusk for some reason. It's just nice.
It's just nice. It's
relaxing.
Unique.
It's weird.
It's relaxing. It's weird. Yeah, it's a full fucking package if you ask me. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's a classic Sunshine level because it's just unique. It's its own thing, and I like it. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And after that's another equally unique fucking
Noki
level.
Bay.
Noki Bay.
Great level.
I love it. Yeah, just because it's unique. Just like I use that word a lot, but it's just like.
It's a mostly vertical level. Like you spend a lot of
it's a climbing level.
Yeah. We're going up like the seashells with the ropes.
And I love the effect of like you watering an emblem and like the whole stage caves inwards. So it forms a path
that's
for you.
A thing.
It's really cool.
Uncover the fucking hidden catacombs and shit to climb up to fight Blooper again for some reason.
And like the water's dirty, so you gotta go down and clean it, and it's just like
I
love that. I love that in
you go down, you go down to their fucking like city underwater for some reason, and then there's a giant
It's like
eel.
a sunken Atlantis.
Yeah, it's like and then you got to clean its teeth, which is super creative. That's one of my favorite bosses.
I think that might be my favorite boss. When I was talking about the blooper,
that one and the manta ray, they're just the setting and the uniqueness and the challenge. Those are two of the harder bosses.
Yeah, it's not as easy to brush his teeth as it is to like pound Petey Piranha's his belly button specifically.
You gotta have a stroke. I had a stroke.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I love when game worlds that are more open like this, like, have changes because of what you do.
Yeah.
Like, you clean the dirty water. Like, that makes me feel like I have an effect.
Yeah, you have an effect. Like You're doing stuff.
You're cleaning shit.
Mario's whole purpose is to clean the island, and he fucking cleans the island. He gets it done. That's the one nice thing about the Shadow Mario missions. Not about the missions themselves, but the fact that once you rid Shadow Mario from the level, like, everyone's celebrating in Mission 8. It's always like a happy old time. Happier. Yeah. You've achieved world peace in the level.
Yeah, the world level peace.
Yeah. But yeah, the Ely Dentist, great boss. You have to manage your air the whole time.
Yeah, that was weird.
It leaves a nice
going into a little
you.
bottle is like surreal to see Mario do. Like, you just remember when you go into the bottle?
Yeah, you go into the fucking bottle because it wants to teach you how to swim, and you get the red coins in there.
Yeah, and it's just like surreal. He like turns tiny, and you put a fucking helmet on.
Yeah, because why the fuck not? I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know. Mostly it's just fun. It's fun climbing up. I had fun fighting the blooper again. I know you have some sort of beef with it.
I just wish they made it harder and different. It's
each time. Yeah, fair enough.
The Noki Bay version, and the second time you fight him in Rico Harbor, he takes like mildly longer for you to pull off his like nose. But it's the exact same fight otherwise.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. I didn't either. I was just told it in some speedrunning thing at some point.
Noki Bay is probably the prettiest level too.
Very
pretty.
So,
like the water in this game looks amazing.
It's pristine.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're not trying to be realistic. They know they couldn't handle that on GameCube, so make it look nice.
Yeah,
instead.
they just did what they could.
I am against realistic water in games.
It's just gross.
They will never capture the majesty of real life. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Stop trying.
You're never gonna make
look like
water as pretty as like a fucking ocean or lake.
Stylize it, and that's what this game did. It looks delicious. I want to drink. Water.
You look at it.
Yeah.
Even the poison. The poison Noki Bay water. I'm like, that's some nice grape juice.
Yeah, that's some nice grape soda.
Grape soda. Yeah. Like soda lake from Mario World.
It's soda because it's poison free.
Yeah.
It's not grape juice. That's actually good for you.
True.
So yeah, aside from that, I don't know. It's a pretty level, a really weird, fun, unique level, just like the other one that we just talked about, Serena.
Yeah. The first level, you climb all the way up. The second level, you also climb all the way up. And then
you get to race Piantissimo again, always a plus.
What was the sixth mission? I don't fucking know. Who cares? You do things, it's good.
I don't know. Overall, just a fun level. I think that's probably one of my favorites.
I do have to talk about the sixth. The shell secret.
Shell secret. Oh yeah, climbing up there. That can be a bitch.
You gotta climb up there, and then it's one of the hardest secrets in the game. I got stuck on that shit as a kid for sure. That's just the longest. It's the longest secret.
I'm not trying to be a god gamer here. I don't remember having any trouble with those fucking secrets.
You were 3 years older than me, which is just enough to make a difference.
Yeah, fair enough. But like even now, like I think when we raced it, you had a little bit of trouble with something.
No, I was. Oh, yeah, a couple of them. It's because your raw platforming ability is a little bit better than mine. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it is. I'm better at some things. You're better at other things. I'm better at systems. And like racing games because of Mario Kart, probably.
Just you wait till Shrek Smash and Crash, bitch.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
And I can abuse mechanics better than you can, but just raw platforming, you're better.
Yeah, for some reason I'm very good at like in Smash Bros. I'm just good at the basics.
Yeah. Your fundamentals, as I would put it.
The fundamentals, thank you. I was forgetting the word. The basics, the CQC. That's what I'm all about. I can't do fancy shit. I am.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I'll be the guy who's going for all the new fucking tech and bullshit.
Yeah. So when you pull off amazing things, it's nice, but it's more likely that I'll get there faster. I'm like the tortoise in the
tortoise in the hare a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll get there.
I never sleep on you. That's the thing.
You never sleep, but you accidentally sleep trying to
I'll put
save
myself to
time.
sleep because I'll hit my head on the wall too hard trying to go too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll walk by slowly. Just like in like the Wario Land thing.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Yeah.
After that, I guess we can talk about Pianta Village.
Last level.
Last level. And a hell of a good last level.
Yeah. What a cool aesthetic.
Fantastic
Just
last
a
level.
fucking treetop mushroom village up there. Cool as hell.
This might be my favorite
Over like
level.
a canyon.
I think this is it.
Really? It's your favorite, huh? I mean, it's
Yeah,
good.
because it's just...
The alternate
it's got
between
an
day and night.
underground... It's like kind of floating on like on top of trees.
Yeah,
and
it
that's,
is.
like fun to me.
It's like this
And,
phenomenon of nature, kind of.
Yeah, and there's like a mushroom underside, and you can climb underneath the whole like city, like using like the grates underneath.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff
can.
Like that.
And that's the intended
It's
way
just-
to beat one of the missions, which everyone.
Yeah,
sees.
the second
third
mission,
one.
the
The
Goopy
Goopy
Inferno.
Inferno. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
The missions alternate between day and night. All the even ones are day, and the odd ones
Looks
are night.
best at night.
It looks
It
so
looks
good at
best
night. Just the aesthetic. It's so clean. The colors, they have a certain like shading to them that's just beautiful to me. At nighttime.
Yeah.
It's just
The fire
awesome.
looks
The
great.
fire
at
and the
nighttime with
water
Goopy
and
Inferno.
just the overall
Yeah, the
color
water
palette
shines
is just
for
so
some
good.
reason at
The
night.
water shines, yeah. It's like this nice little gleam on it. It's beautiful. You do a little chain chomp mission where you gotta calm the 3 chain chomps. Then you gotta calm the big one later. Like the huge
The
chain
big
chomp.
one is so funny,
It
like
is funny.
getting like angling it to shoot it off of like buildings
Yeah.
and stuff. It's funny.
Yeah, it's fun. Interesting,
Good thing.
unique mechanics.
Yeah, watching it turn gold is
Mhm.
satisfying.
You race Piantissimo, as you do. And then,
The
yeah.
Chucksters.
The Chucksters. Oh, the 5th mission. The infamous Chucksters. You go underneath.
That actually, I don't like that one. I don't.
No,
like it.
it's not. They
bad.
didn't refine it enough. It's just,
Stinky.
it's too crusty. It's got that crust on it.
Yeah.
Um,
That Mario Sunshine
that's
crust on
one
it.
of the levels that you don't look forward to.
It's like you eat bread and then there's no bread. It's just the crust.
Yeah.
That's what that level is. I hate it.
You gotta be so
It's just
precise
so
with your
bad.
throws, and like it's so finicky, and it's
Even if you're precise and you got everything at the right angle, sometimes they just don't fucking do it right.
because they won't stop at the right time, or they'll be at a slight angle, and it's just not good.
It's a bad level.
Yeah. Even if someone
Looks cool though.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Looks cool.
It's cool.
Yeah,
Cool in
like I like
concept.
the colors.
They should.
Coolish
Yeah.
in concept, I guess.
kinda,
just getting
you know.
chucked around. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But
They could have made it something out of it. They
it could have been something,
could've
but
been,
it
yeah.
wasn't.
instead it's a fucking infamous disaster. But yeah,
Mhm.
that's that. It's like the only bad level or only bad mission there.
Pianta Village overall just fun. I remember a lot of the things in there too, like the little bath for the chain chomps, the mushrooms underneath, like climbing underneath, like the village underside. I love it.
Yep.
Climbing all the way up to the giant palm tree to like talk to
Yeah.
Piantissimo and shit.
Yeah.
The Fluff Festival where like the little dandelions
You gotta
come
fly
down
over to the
and
cloud.
all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's another one? The Goopy Inferno.
We gotta
is
talk
one
about
of
the
the most
Goopy
memorable
Inferno.
levels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
let's
only
talk about
level
it.
where, like, at the very beginning, Flood gets taken away, not just in, like, a fucking secret mission. Or-
Yeah, you actually play through a
Yeah.
level without
The
him.
whole entire
and you
level.
see how much you struggle without Flood.
Yeah, you do. In even just, like, a normal level. Well, the whole thing is covered in, like, lava goop, but you have to find a way to
yeah.
I think the intended way is to go to the village underside and, like, go across the grates.
Yeah.
But, as a kid, I went into the
You
river
can cheese it, yeah.
and used the water from the river. I would go
When you
in and
jump
out
up,
of
it
the jump
sprays
up
all
and
the
it just
water.
sprays some water. I would jump in and out like several times until I had
I
just
cheese it
enough
the
room.
exact same
Yeah,
way.
I was so cryptic. I'm like, is this really the intended way? And then now as an adult, there's a big tree, and if you climb up the side of the tree, you can just spin jump from the top all the way down to the middle.
Yeah.
And how speedrunners do it is they get hit by a tornado, and they use their invincibility frames to run across the lava, and then jump to the middle from there. So there's lots of different ways to do the level. Okay. This game lacks freedom in terms of mission select, but when you're playing an actual level, there is generally a lot of freedom, which I like.
And how to complete it, yeah.
And
sure.
how to complete it.
Fair enough. So, for some.
For some of them. Some of them are linear, it's fine. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the stronger
Goopy
missions.
Goopy Inferno was a great way to make you appreciate what you had with Flood before the game ends.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't realize how integral and how much you've gotten used to having him until he's taken away in a real level from you.
Yeah, because, like, the secret levels are designed around not having Flood. That level was
Yeah,
not.
you'd never notice.
That level was fucking designed as a playground, just like every other level, for you to hover around all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can also think like, man, I could just get rid of the goop immediately.
Yeah, you're like, wow, I beat this in 10 seconds if I had flood here. Yeah.
The golden mushroom, like around where he is, it's so pretty. I don't know why I want to mention that. But
No, it is
stuck
pretty.
in my
The
mind.
nighttime aesthetic in this level is so pretty.
Yeah,
it is
great.
Yeah.
Good. I don't
Great
know.
level.
Strong finish.
Strong finish in terms of levels, yeah. Let's rank them for fun.
Let's rank them.
Rank 'em.
Okay, sure. Go. You started off.
All right, I'll go from 7th up. So, 7th place.
Like worst to best?
Yeah, worst to best. This is hard for me. My top 3, pretty easy. Bottom 4 is hard. It's close.
Alright, go for
it's
it.
Close.
Delfino Airstrip does not count.
No. We got to talk about Delfino Plaza after this, because that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
For me, 7th has got to be Gelato Beach. Pretty sure that's yours too. It's not awful. It's just worse than everything else. 6th will be Bianco Hills. Good first level, but it just doesn't stand up to the rest of them. 5th for me will actually probably be Noki Bay. And that is, for a particular reason, something blue, something circular. There's a few of them in every level. We'll get to that.
No, we won't. I don't want to talk.
You don't want to talk about it? We have to talk about it.
We'll mention.
4th for me is
keep going.
Pianta Village, just a great level, but not as strong as my top 3, which are in order: Rico Harbor, Pina Park, and Serena Beach. From 3 to 1. Those 3 just stand above the rest for me. Their theming, the atmosphere, the levels design, the level design, and the missions are just the best. Yeah.
Fair enough.
You go ahead.
For me, Gelato Beach, just like you, is the worst one. Still pretty good in comparison to a lot of like lesser B grade platformers. That's a fantastic level.
Yeah.
But in comparison to the rest of these, not that good.
Yeah.
It's just too small. It's like claustrophobic almost, even though you're outside.
I get you.
Bianco Hills is probably my 2nd as well, even though I like it a lot, and I think it's a fantastic like intro, like tutorial level without actually doing a tutorial.
It's just not as good as the rest.
Now Nintendo cannot stop giving you tutorials now,
No, they
which is,
can't.
I think, it should be appreciated that at one point they weren't stupid.
I'm actually.
And they didn't think children were stupid.
I'm actually really curious. This is a bit off topic. This is totally off topic. But when Skyward Sword comes out, I wonder what they're going to do about the tutorials. I wonder if they change them or not. We'll have to see.
I doubt they will.
I doubt it too, but we will see. I hope we're proven wrong. Continue.
Whatever. For Rico Harbor, I think Rico Harbor might be my next.
Really, it's.
I really love that level a lot. I love it a lot, but like remembering the other levels, I think it's just
like
so
them more?
good. Yeah, I just remember liking them more. I just really like Rico Harbor. I think it's great.
Sure.
And Serena Beach might be next. Honestly, and that might be a sin to you.
Yeah, a little bit.
But it's like the whole exploring the hotel, the atmosphere, like you said, its uniqueness of location, the dusk setting really speaks to me. I really enjoy that.
Me too.
It reminds me of very dramatic moments in other things, in other media, which is weird. Why? But whatever. It's a good thing. After that, Pina Park, just because of the wholesomeness of enjoyment. It's just a pure little place for, I don't know, it's just a fun place that you can go to. It's just goddamn fun.
Yeah.
After that, probably Noki Bay, just off of its, like, there's a deep sea event there, and I love the deep sea stuff in general. I don't know, I love how the water looks. It's like, it's got a purplish haze to it that I enjoy. Uncorking the waterfall and, like, clearing the gunk. Like, climbing it vertically is just so different from other levels. I just think it's I just really enjoyed it. And my most favoritist place is definitely Pianta Village. Yeah. Just because of specifically the nighttime sections. It's just I
like how,
the look is great. I like hanging out there. I
like how different our
the underside. Yeah, the underside is so intricate and weird. I did not witness their irrigation system, thankfully. The fucking their poop and their like piping and all that wasn't there. I would have liked it actually. Seeing like pipes and shit go up there, that would have been weird. But I guess it just shit into like the deep abyss.
Yeah.
They don't really need a toilet.
Like maybe one day it'll start piling up. We're like, oh shit.
One day they'll smell it and then they'll have to move. But for now, they're living in peace on those giant trees. I don't know. It's just a small, fun little place with good missions, and that's all I really need.
Mm.
So I think that's my rank.
Sure.
Piantissimo is my favorite at nighttime.
Nighttime in
So
particular.
yeah. We will talk about Corona after
Yeah.
Delfino.
Delfino Plaza.
Talk about the coronavirus.
Quite
Delfino
possibly
Plaza, one of
the best hub worlds ever.
in any game.
In any game.
Yeah.
It's so good. You spawn in, it's this fucking bustling town. Yeah, it changes. The music's phenomenal. Iconic shit. That's fucking iconic. It changes. The overworld changes as you progress. It's alive.
It gets more shiny.
It gets shinier. The villagers get happier. They get sadder.
Yeah,
Depending
it's
on what's going
lively.
on.
You get to like lift buildings up when you clear the gunk from that location.
Yeah.
Like they spawn out of the ground, like the tower. And stuff.
Yeah.
It's
You have an impact on the level. It's alive. People are doing their things. There's a fruit market. They're just living their lives. The police are over in their police corner. At the station, people are reacting to things going on. You talk to people, and
it has its own infamous little parts, like getting Yoshi to that lone island.
Yeah.
And,
like
if you talk to like the Piantas are usually just pieces of shit. Like they're awful people, but there are ones that are interesting, like that guy that was trapped on the island.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the game, he gets back.
Yeah, there's little narratives,
there's
little side narratives going on.
Yeah, and he says he misses the island.
It's not even side quests. It's like you just talk to someone at one point in the game.
If you want to talk.
And then you talk to them again later, and they got something else to say, like that built on what they said earlier in the game.
You did not like change him being on that island, but
it's not even
you
side
can talk
quests.
to him
Yeah,
about
it's just people. Like I said, the island's alive. It's doing its own thing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're there.
Yeah, you're just a fucking convicted criminal doing their cleanup.
Yeah, you're a convicted felon.
Yeah. Yeah, great level. Lots of hidden shines everywhere. Way more than like
fucking 40 in there.
There's a shit ton. If you include the blue coins, there's like 40. Yes. There's like 15 to 15 or so of just like shine sprites hanging around. There's a bunch of secret levels.
The more the upgrades that like let you explore it more thoroughly, like you get Yoshi, you get the extra
Yoshi,
nozzles,
you
get the climb on top of the
rocket nozzle and the turbo nozzle. Yeah.
With the rocket nozzle, exploring like the top of the shine monument was fun.
And that's how you find Pianta Village, the final level. What a great like entrance to the level. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how you get into Corona Mountain.
And it's how you clean the shine gate. You literally have to manually clean the shine gate.
Yeah, that's fun.
And then you get a shine sprite from it. It's literally just dirty the entire game until you clean it.
Yeah, it's a perfect little hub world. It's what every hub world should be.
Yes.
I love it. It's not too big, not too small. It's lively. There's things going on that don't have to do with you. It's like that. It's like that little shop where you go and break boxes. There are things you could just miss because you just didn't explore.
Yeah. And
there's like weird things going on. Like it's like that Metroidvania thing where it's like the weird orange chunks that Yoshi's like fucking weird vomit like melts. And you're like, what the hell is that thing? How am I gonna melt that? And then you get Yoshi, and you're like, oh shit, that's how I do it.
Weird, like it's just arbitrarily orange barf chunks that Yoshi can dissolve for some reason.
It's weird and great.
Yeah.
I guess because it's stomach acid, it'll burn things. I don't know.
Yeah.
It'll devour the orange.
That might be that. It's hard to fucking say, but it's probably top 3 favorite hub worlds for me.
It definitely is for me. I don't like when I think of hub worlds, I instantly think of Delfino Plaza.
Yeah, I think of like that and Peach's Castle and Spiral Mountain / Gruntilda's Lair.
I think of
those 3 are like probably the 3 most iconic in my opinion.
Iconic, yeah. Aside from that, we have the final level, the 1 mission level, Corona Mountain.
You go inside the volcano and it's this little lava level. It's a good level, I think. There's
it's
a lot
fun.
of.
I never had as many problems manning the ship as everyone else.
Yeah, there's like a platforming section at the beginning with spikes and lava that basically insta-kill you. But you know, if you're smart, you avoid it. It's not too long. Then you get to the mud boat. You got to patrol it with your.
That's a fun challenge. I like it.
I thought it was good, but people hate it. People hate the controls. But no,
I don't know why. I'm the biggest.
It controls fine.
I'm the biggest. I'm the first to say this game's crusty as hell. I didn't have problems with that.
Yeah.
I don't know what people.
That in particular, I don't. I think people are just bad at it. I think it's kind of just a mad because bad kind of thing.
They don't understand the concept of a rowboat. I guess I don't know. Yeah, but
you,
a jet
rocket up the clouds and you fight Bowser in the sky, and it's
he's having a slime bath. With gamer girlfriend.
With his with Peach's gamer girlfriend
and his son at the same time. That's some
reason.
kinky shit going on.
There's some weird ass bullshit going on there. But anyway, I like the fact that he just has a slime hot tub floating above a volcano. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty metal.
I don't know if I'd say I'd like it, but it's memorable.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like it, but I like the fact that he has it. I think it's funny.
That's what I don't like. I don't like the fact that he has a hot tub slime machine.
Oh, okay. We were on the same page then. Okay.
It was cute that Peach was like on a rubber ducky for some reason.
Yeah, he's like, "Come on in, Mama Peach." I think not. Yeah. Pretty mediocre fight. You just ground pound the 5 things with the rocket nozzle.
There were 5? I thought there were 3. That's how boring
yeah.
it was. As always, the final Mario boss was a disappointing, easy, worthless thing that I don't care about.
There is a little bit of tension, like when you're running across to the next thing and you got a ground pound, and Flood is like going like 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. So they did a good job with like, or they did an okay job.
Like if it was challenging, it would have been great, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
The tension wasn't there, but it could have been. And
they had the right
and the whole thing falling apart is kind of cool.
Yeah, and they fall out of the sky and everyone's fucking dead, I guess. The end.
Except
Flood like goes out of commission, but then he immediately gets fixed, so there's no you don't even have time to get sad.
Point of that
Who cares? Whatever.
Yeah, why? Why'd they do that?
No, I don't know why they did that.
I guess because the Nintendo's writers are fucking atrocious.
Yeah.
Like, the dialogue and the voice acting, as usual for Nintendo, were fucking horrendous.
Oh man, yeah, there's voice acting in this game. Mario! Yeah. How dare you disturb my family vacation?
It's moving! That, like, fucking Toad voice is etched into everyone's mind.
Yeah. What's this icky paint-like goop?
Toads with awful. It's so awful to the point of hilarious.
Yeah, it's
People
really
love
it's like
it because of how bad it is.
Yeah.
So bad it's good, which is rare. Like Breath of the Wild is just bad, but this game's actually funny with how bad it is.
You had to go and fucking drag Breath of the Wild into this.
One day we'll talk about it.
We're gonna fucking have a discussion. One day.
That's gonna be like a 3-hour video. This one's already way too long.
This one's already an hour and a half. That one's gonna be like at least twice as long as this. I need to replay that game, but I don't really want to because after you play it the first time, it's just way worse. We'll worry about that.
It got way worse for me during the first time.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm cutting this part out.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't know. Final level, fun level, but the final boss was awful as usual for Nintendo. And that's the end of the game.
Yep. We didn't cover everything.
Like
we have to double tap.
Yeah, I mean we're not doing an in-depth thesis. We're kind of just talking about it.
There is one thing we have to cover. The blue coins, buddy. You cannot.
No, I mean we're done talking about. We talked about everything.
You cannot ignore it. I refuse to let you ignore them. They are in the game. They exist. There are 240 blue coins in the game, 30 in every level, 20 in Delfino Plaza, and 10 in Chrono Mountain. They are awful. Wow.
The worst thing in all of Mario history.
Thank God they're optional. They are so cryptic. They're either so easy and so obvious, or so cryptic. There's no in between. There's probably like
what? Like go wet the blue bird on top of the fucking
spray the
cage
blue bird 3 times. They're either arbitrary, boring, cryptic, or easy, or some random combination of the 4. I could probably think of like 10 good blue coins.
And not to mention narratively, like these fucking tanukis that are hoarding the shine
they're
sprites.
Criminals. They're the real criminals. They're holding 24 shine sprites hostage. It's 10 blue coins for a shine sprite.
Yeah. Just for some cheap cash, you fucking raccoons.
As a concept, the blue coins are good. As like a bonus little challenge. Yeah.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
I hate them. I hate them.
You hate them. I know you hate them.
They're not a good
you
concept.
Even want to
like,
talk about
it's
them.
like
it's like bonus collectibles. It's fun. I like bonus collectibles.
Well, bonus collectibles. That's not something this game would have invented. But they went to 30 in each level.
Yeah.
That's insanity.
Yeah, but that's not the concept. In concept, it could have been fine.
In concept, like everything can be fine though. Like that's not fair.
I guess so.
Like, that's not a compliment.
Fine. It's not. I'm stretching a little bit. Again, I don't hate them as much as you do.
And the reward.
Because I've played them so many times. Or I played the game so many times. I know where they all are. But
tell me the reward now.
There's no reward.
Exactly. You get a postcard.
Yeah. You get all 120 shards in this game, you get a postcard. And then you get to wear like a shirt around Delfino Plaza. Like a little
In Mario 64, you could see fucking Yoshi in 3D. That was cool.
And you got to go on the roof and get infinity lives.
So you can fuck around in levels post-game.
This game doesn't have...
Mario Galaxy, you get to play as a whole new character.
Yeah.
Fucking in Mario, like, oh my god.
Yeah, there's dick and balls in this game. Just doesn't give you anything.
the 100% is terrible, and the reward is literally non-existent.
You know,
It's a terrible, terrible 100% quest, and I hate it. And I've only done it once, and I will never do it again.
I will do it every time I play the game because I know it well enough.
Sick fuck.
I know it well enough. I've seen it. I've seen it all so many times that I know everything
sick
is.
Man.
No,
You're a sick
I'm
man,
not.
and I don't respect you.
Oh. My feelings.
God damn it. That's fine.
Yeah.
You hurt my feelings all the time.
That's true. We didn't really talk
You
about.
called me worthless in our Sonic Adventure race.
Did I?
You said I was useless like 18 times.
Did I? I'm
Yes.
sorry. I didn't.
You could
mean
literally watch it back.
I didn't mean it at all.
No, it's too late.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean this. No, but the coins are genuinely terrible. Terrible.
Honestly,
And
they're not that bad.
Yeah.
They're bad. They're not terrible.
just because you have them
They're
memorized
abysmal.
doesn't make them any
Yeah,
less.
see, that's why I'm
Terrible.
trying to kind of let you take the reins on this one, but I feel like you hate them too much.
Because there's 30 in each one.
Yeah.
That's 30 times you gotta save your
I mean-
game. That's 30 times you gotta search high and low. That's 30 times that you comb through a level that it's getting ruined by you
Oh, okay.
overly
You know what?
exploring
You know what is awful? A lot of them are mission specific, so they're only inserting missions.
Exactly. Yeah,
That's
that's like
bullshit.
100 coin bullshit, but times 1,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, the 100
It's
coins.
just
The 100
bad.
coins in this game are not good.
They weren't good in the fucking 64 game either.
Yeah. I'm glad that's not.
I
Really
don't know.
a thing
It's
anymore.
blue coins is everything you could hate about 100 coins, but times 1,000. I just hate them. And I think, and the reward they give you is also terrible.
not worth
I
it.
just think the 100% is bad. 100% is bad. And
I
I
only,
usually like 100%.
You know what? The
Mario.
only reason I ever 100% the game is just for my ego. That's it.
I 100%ed it once just to know what it's like, and I'm so sorry for anyone that did it. Except for you, because you don't deserve pity.
Yeah,
because
okay.
You are a maniac. You are a maniac who memorized all of their locations.
Oh my
Sick.
goodness.
Anyways, aside from that, I think the only thing I really want to comment on is that the music's great.
Yeah, I was gonna say
love
the music
It's
phenomenal all the way through. Every single song fits the theme, fits the level. It does it.
It's
it
the
does it
theme
well.
level and unique for each level.
Yeah, it's unique.
Like it's not just
I know every single song from the game. I can
Yeah.
hum them all off the top of my head. I
the
won't.
weird a cappella versions of the Mario theme and the secret levels are really fun.
Do 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 do.
Yeah, everyone knows it.
Everyone knows it. It's awesome.
It's just
Yeah.
I don't know, fantastic score.
Yeah. I mean, that's just expected. What like
as expected.
what every single 3D Mario game has a fantastic score.
3D Land?
Yeah. Have you listened to 3D Land's music recently?
You think 3D Land has a fantastic
Not
score?
fantastic.
It's okay. It's got like one or two good songs.
It's like it's good.
3D World's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's got a fantastic
Okay, fine.
score.
Bar 3D Land, every single 3D. You fucker.
I always have to find a
You
way
just
to
had
prove
you just had to
wrong.
fucking stick it in there, huh? Yeah. But yeah, game's gorgeous.
I have to.
Music is phenomenal. Compliments it. I think I have the game as a 9 out of 10 on my whatever.
Like the theme. I think I gave it an 8. I have it at an 8 out of 10, but no matter what, I'd recommend it to anyone who likes platformers and anyone who likes Mario.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair to call it a masterpiece, and
It's
I
not.
also don't think it's
Not even
fair
close.
to say it's bad.
It's not even
Yeah.
close to a masterpiece. It's not even close to bad, if you ask me.
Yeah. It's a proper sequel to Mario 64. That's all it is.
Sure. I don't even view it as a
And,
sequel. Just view it as its own thing. But
I see it as a sequel that tried something different. I love sequels that do that.
sure.
So, I don't know. I would love a sequel, a direct sequel to this game, but at the same
Sunshine
time, I'm
2?
okay if it doesn't happen.
Yeah, like I honestly,
if they
I
keep
might
trying
take
new
Galaxy
things.
3 before I take a Sunshine 2. I don't know. Maybe.
Um,
Maybe. That's a hard one, actually.
Either way, you recommend it,
Oh,
right?
yeah. It's good.
I still recommend it all these years
I
later.
don't-
I think it's a good
I
game.
don't recommend 100%ing it. Don't do that.
Don't 100% it, please.
Just
listen.
play all that you want to play, which is
Play what you feel like playing.
Yeah.
Like, play the stars after the shitty Shadow Mario. Like,
yeah.
it's
Play
actually
the
worth it.
the eighth missions are like they're good.
They're fun.
They're fun.
They're good.
World peace. Level
Just
peace.
don't do the goddamn 100%.
collect
like,
collect all the blue
completion.
coins you see. Like
and
for
cash
fun.
in the stars that you can.
Yeah, but yeah,
Almost
you'll sour the experience if you try to get all the blue coins. I mean,
You'll
if
literally,
you're
like,
a completionist,
it'll-
you can go for it. But like,
No,
look it up.
don't do it.
If you're
This
if you're
is from the
hellbent-
man
If you're hellbent
from
on
the
doing
man that has 106 completed. Crash 4. Do not do the 100% for Mario Sunshine.
it. You really hate them, huh?
I hate them both. Anyway, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Play the game.